Part of maturing as a younger person, a teen, a young adult, and even as a regular adult, you never actually have to stop doing this, is taking what you've learned in life that is not necessarily a harm to you or others. Maybe it could be dangerous, and you should ask if you have a real friend or family member. Is you take those things that you've learned, like from school or books or a vacation, and that are not sexually oriented necessarily. Typically, they're not. 99% of the time, they're not. You take something you've read, and I mentioned this before, so I'll bring it up again, the idea of propaganda. Somebody else's idea of what education, not just education, facts, science, everyday life is. And you ask someone if you meet them, like lots of people are like, I'm from this place, I'm from this place. Or you go to college, or you go to check out a college when you apply. When you apply to a college, they say, come visit us, or whatever, or they might call you. That's normal. I'm not college age. I'm older than that. I'm beyond that age group now. So I don't want to be suffocated or surrounded by that age group and people who focus only on that. That's not my life. That's theirs. So anyway, so you take those things that you learned. It could be anything. It could be dolphins or turtles or a book that you read, comprehension of a book. Um, and then you say, hey, this is what my book says. Um, does yours say the same thing? Yo, I bought this encyclopedia and it says this in it. Yo, I'm a kid, but when I read the dictionary, there are certain words that I don't understand. So then I read the free encyclopedias I got off the side of the road. Is this, you could ask your older sibling. I did many times. And like, because I'm the youngest, I don't know. They might know. If they don't know, they just say, I don't know. But like, so I was reading the dictionary to get a better understanding. And my reason is I want to know that I'm understanding this right. So when I say it out loud, I don't feel dumb. I don't want to be embarrassed. I want to be prepared. So a big part of embarrassment is being unprepared or not really knowing. Another part of embarrassment is injury. There are different types of injuries: physical, emotional. Um, those are the main two types of injuries: physical and emotional. Most other types of injuries stem from that. So anyway, I'm like, I'm reading the dictionary to get a better understanding so I'm not embarrassed. I'm building some confidence. Then I compare it to the encyclopedia. And when there's something in the encyclopedia I don't understand, I reference back to the dictionary. And then if I'm super nerdy and challenging myself, then I get a book on it. I just want to see from what angle or perspective these people are saying these things and how much is fiction or considered fake, made up, and creative, and nonfiction, not false. And then so I'm like, I read this stuff. Yo, is this what you learned? And sometimes it's a yes, and sometimes it's a no. And when it's a no, then you have to come back if it's a trustworthy situation that's not going to violate you physically, monetarily, emotionally, snitch on you for learning. Yo, and then you say, are these people trying to tell me the truth here or stop me from success even though I'm a student or a young child? Before I even try to have any success, are they trying to stop me from that, or do they just not know? It helps to broaden your horizons and expand your way of thinking, especially when you're young and you still have a chance of escaping your city or the people in it who put out that propaganda.